Listen, guys, everybody's been waiting around for mortgage rates to crash. Last week, the Fed got on the microphone and basically said, don't hold your breath. Let me show you exactly what they did and why the sharpest buyers I know have changed their plans. Welcome to the Mortgage Vet Weekly. I'm Paul Messina, combat veteran, VA loan specialist with Milestone Mortgage Solutions and the Veteran LO Group. Every week, I take housing news that actually moves your money and put it in plain English. So this is coming from my newsletter I sent out. It's my national newsletter, issue number 11. Let's go ahead and dive right into it. The first number you came for, the 30-year fixed rate mortgage, is averaging 6.47% nationwide, and that's down from 6.52% the week before, the lowest we've seen in a month. The 15-year is sitting at 5.81. Now let's zoom out. Over the last 4 weeks, we bounced between 6.47, 6.53. So in case you're wondering, rates are not crashing, but they are not running away from you either. They're chopping sideways. They're treading water, trying to stay afloat, like we're all trying to stay afloat in this heightened inflation economy. A year ago, the same 30-year was 6.81%. So we're better off than we were last summer, even if it doesn't feel that dramatic. Here's the part that actually matters. On June 17th, the Fed held rates steady. It was unanimous, no dissenters, there's no rate cut, and that was Kevin Warsh's first meeting running the show as a chair. Now, he's been on the Board of Governors for a while. He's now elevated to the position that Powell used to hold. And honestly, the headline is not that rates are holding, it's the dot plot. That's the chart where each Fed official marks where they think rates are headed. And this time, the dots move to a possible hike. Yes, you heard me right. Not a cut, a hike. Why would they do this? They're doing this because we need to combat the inflation that has resulted from measures that were put in place by the previous Fed President Jerome Powell and the previous board members. And these measures were in place for way too long, causing stagflation, and that has caused us to just have an economy that is starting to run away from us. And without action, we could find ourselves in an actual recession, not a perceived one. So if your whole plan's been to wait for rates to drop, and I'll buy after the Fed drops rates, the Fed just told you it's going to get more expensive. Waiting has always had a price, and now that price is going to be much more. You'll be combating the possible Fed hike as well as what are still appreciating markets, even though those rates have slowed. Now let's get on to some good news, and there's plenty of it. In May, existing home sales ran at a pace of 4.17 million, and the median price nationwide came in at $429,300. Here's my favorite stat of the year. First-time buyers made up 35% of that market in May. That is the highest market share since June of 2020. 5 years. It's taken 5 years for first-time home buyers to get back into the market. And these are folks that are saying, listen, we know rates are not going to change, but we need to get into a home before we lose our opportunity as inflation continues, stagflation continues, rates go up, and now appreciated home prices go up. Everybody said first timers were dead and priced out of the market, locked out for good. Well, guess what? The data is proof positive of the absolute opposite. They are back, they are in the market, and they are winning. There's also about 4.5 months supply out there nationwide. Now that might differ in Montana, North Carolina, different states, but overall average 4.5 months of supply. Ask any real estate agent, they'll tell you a stable market comes when we have 6 months of supply. We are at 4.5 months nationwide. That balanced market is coming. That means there's more choices for you and a little bit more room to negotiate than you had a year ago. This segment right here, this is for my fellow veterans. This is our Vet Corner, and if you're using your VA benefit, lock in on this one. If you're considering using your VA benefit, make sure you pay attention and understand what could happen to you if you wait past August 1st. So there's a bill. The bill is HR 6047, and it's sitting in the Senate Veterans Affairs Committees. It's been there since June 2nd. There's no vote scheduled yet. But it could change your VA funding fee. That is the fee that is tied to every VA loan to secure the guarantee that the VA passes on to the lenders so that you can buy your home with no money down. That change is tied to an August 1st deadline if this makes it out of committee and passes and is signed into a law. If you've got a VA purchase in the works this summer, or you're a veteran that's thinking about buying, do not sleep on this one. This could cost you thousands of dollars more. The only people that don't pay this fee are disabled veterans that have paid the price with their bodies and minds, Active duty folks, this could put you in immediate negative equity and put you underwater in your mortgage, even more significantly than you were before. These are the kind of moves that I am tracking. These are the moves that involve real money, and I am tracking it for you. All right, guys, recap, bottom line, rates are holding steady. Fed might invoke a rate hike in September. They just killed the I'm gonna wait story. Rates are not coming down anytime soon. First-time buyers are defying the reports, and they are back in the market, owning the largest market share that they have in the past 5 years. Full numbers, charts, sources are in my written issues, and I have the links below. If you want to know what you would actually qualify for, want to know what your scenario looks like, apply online or book a call with me. These are consultations, guys. This is no pressure, not a sales tactic. I love talking to people about their home ownership dreams, their current financial situations. If you need anything, I am here for you. I'm Paul Messina, the Mortgage Vet, and I'll see you the same time next week. Thanks for watching.